Recorded Books presents Get Off My Neck, Black Lives, White Justice, and a Former Prosecutor's Quest for Reform by Debbie Hines. Narrated by Chilton. Introduction. There but for the grace of God go I. A paraphrase from 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verses 8 through 10. On an icy cold late December afternoon in 2022, I sat in a vehicle driven by Sam, a naturalized citizen who came to the United States as an immigrant from Pakistan and now owns a car service company. As we engaged in conversation, Sam talked about how America is a country where everyone has the same opportunities to advance. He talked about how he came to this country with few resources and now owns a fleet of vehicles. Sam said that he believes that in the United States, every person, regardless of race, can dream and work to turn those dreams into a reality. As Sam told his personal story of success, I remained silent. It was Christmas Eve, and hardly a good time for a challenging discussion, but I strongly disagreed with him. On another day, I might have told Sam how his experiences differ from those of many African Americans. I wish I could have told Sam about my experiences as a former prosecutor and the experiences of my family, neighbors, and clients charged with crimes whose lives were upended due to a racially biased prosecutorial system. I would have explained to Sam how, by design, the power of the prosecutor perpetrates racial disparities against African Americans in the criminal justice system. Often overlooked in the conversation about reforming the justice system is the pressing need to reform state prosecutorial offices, the most powerful institution in the criminal justice system. Prosecutors control all aspects of a criminal case. Very little happens in the criminal justice system without the prosecutor, whose hand is felt in every aspect of the system. The prosecutor decides whether to take a case before a grand jury for indictment, decides on a plea bargain offer, whether to go to trial, or use another means to end a case, and recommends whether to release an individual before trial on bail. The prosecutor prosecutes a case to obtain the desired goal of conviction, recommends the length of a prison sentence or probation, and participates in all post-trial conviction proceedings. Prosecutors are front and center in all aspects of a criminal case, and judges often rubber stamp their recommendations. As a Baltimore prosecutor in my 20s and early 30s, I observed that criminal courtrooms were so filled with black men that it appeared as though white people did not commit crimes. And now, as a trial attorney in private practice for over 3 decades, I still see the same racial disparities. The United States has the largest criminal justice system in the world. Within this system, disproportionate numbers of black children and youth are arrested, charged, and sentenced to prison every day before they are old enough to drive. At age 16, my cousin was charged with a crime, was convicted, and later served 5 years in an adult prison, losing his freedom and constitutional rights. 1 of every 3 black boys born in 2001 can expect to be imprisoned in their lifetime, compared to 1 in 17 white boys. Some states have no minimum age for charging a child with a crime. A black person is nearly 6 times as likely to be incarcerated as a white person. For people detained in jail pending a trial date, prosecutors disproportionately deny bail to black people, despite the U.S. system's presumption of innocence until proven guilty. Black people represent 43% of the people in jail waiting for a trial to be held, while black people make up only 13.4% of the U.S. population. I still recall a black client who sat in a jail for months during the pandemic, including on Christmas, on a misdemeanor charge a few years ago because a prosecutor refused to recommend a bail amount. With an arrest or charge, even without a conviction,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?